Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood.
Boy.
I've been waiting on this one right here, man. We got the Wolf of Grape Street in the neighborhood. 03 Greedo. Greedo, what's happening, man?
What's going on?
It is a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't think people know what kind of history we have, man, but I love to see you go. You know what I'm saying? You blue, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it first, though.
Yeah, but
we've been rocking. You've been told me. You feel me? Stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Keep focusing like this. It's over with.
You listened a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know it's a trip, man. For those out there, man. Like I messed with Greedo, but Greedo, you already going. You already had a million songs. You know what I'm saying? We had Big Boy Music. He stopped in for a bit. You know what I'm saying? And then just took off. You know what I'm saying? But you already had Living Legend tattooed on your face. You know what I'm saying? Before things really started to go, did you already know, Greedo, that Living Legend, like this was it? You knew it?
I was hoping so hard. I just forced it on there. You feel me? I'm like, you feel me? It's gonna be. I'm gonna keep waking up to this on my face till this just going on.
Hey, man, and people now it's a lot of face tattoos. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them.
Yeah.
But even when you had yours, your first ones, it wasn't a lot of face tattoos out there.
Yeah, it wasn't normal at all.
Yeah, man. So not what made you, but early on to take that risk where it seems it almost looks like a norm now. What made you go and grab that?
I don't really know what other people's reason is for it. I think it's more like a fashion now. It's like it's what's cool. It's not nothing wrong with it. I ain't gonna try to take away from some people. That's just they art. Some people it might have a meaning. You know, it might be people out there that just got it for no reason. But you know, for the most part, I was just like living so low when I was trying to live a regular person's life. I had to like force my life. I mean, you know, force my way of living into the life that I'm supposed to live. Even now, like, you know, getting into it with certain close people and I'm knowing nothing happened, but, you know, they want me to spend my money when they want me to, where they want me to. Or just, you know, they'll act like I'm not spending enough time, but they don't know I don't have enough time for myself, you know?
Yeah, man.
So I just realized like a week ago, like, you got to realize maybe some people can do both if they don't really be this kind of artist, but you know, you finna be megastar status. You're not going to be able to be friends with everybody you used to be friends with.
Do you find that being harder? Like, at first, do you feel like the path that you went on 03, it was like, there was a lot of people that was down. And then when it started to go, did certain people start changing on you?
It was never a lot of people down, but it was some people down. Just certain significant people. Some people, I seen them get jealous, like as far as popularity as a street level. And that was kind of easy because it was like friends. But when, I don't really think it's even just the money, but I guess I caused so much attention, or like my name will come up so much that people that's family or like, you know, closer loved ones, they don't like that. They act like they do though. But you could really tell. It's like if some big old dude walk up on you and he a little too close, you could tell he finna try to steal on you. You feel me? So that's just how people be.
Does it make it easier now for you to just kind of stay in the lab and continue the work that you're doing? Because you always been just a cat that always stayed in the studio. Is it a different kind of grind now, Greedo?
That's the only place I could live at. You know? All the other things that go on in my life when I'm not in the studio, I'm not really interested in.
Do you feel like now you're making even more bodies of work because you know you do have to go away? Does that increase the volume of what you're doing?
No, I just changed the content. But I've been trying to be mixtape Weezy of this generation.
Now, Greedo, you've been flooding just the streets with everything. And what I love about you, man, is that and you even said it years ago. You was like, man, we just gotta work. We just gotta work. We just gotta work.
Yeah.
Now the streets dictated, like you released to the streets, and then the streets dictated popularity where it was radio. It started to become shows. Everybody wanted to do the interview. Why did you make sure that you became a street legend first?
I didn't know that was what's going on. But in my projects, it's already like a radio station. Like we don't really listen to the music that they play on the radio.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Or
Greedo.
we don't. No, that's just what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was almost
But
disrespectful.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
yeah.
they don't really.
He was like, big, but you
like,
weren't
yeah.
playing my stuff. You know.
Yeah, but they just don't. You know what I'm saying? And I first tested that out with a song called "Sweet Lady" I made in 2016.
I heard it.
And I was like, everybody be talking bad to the homegirls, but everybody, or every homie got some homegirl they low key feeling, or whatever the case is, it's something that you could like about them. So I made a song that was really about the homegirls and really like saying the shit that you would notice about them and shit. And I saw how that shit went. And I remember one of the homegirls, Mookie, told me like, you gotta always rock with the homegirls because the homegirls is gonna decide if you're in or you're out as far as the popularity in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I just I saw how that catapulted, and then how everybody would look at those girls' snaps anyway because they liked them. And I just knew that the streets was like my circuit, kind of like the old mixtape days, but there was just like no mixtape. It's just like random music you stumble upon, and I don't know. I just took advantage of that and kind of copied what my homie that passed away that I made the song about, Mafia Business, Mafia Ray. He would always post people up and show them love if they was like hot or they was getting money or So I just reposted all the people that was feeling my music, knowing that it was like gonna be like when people looked at it like, oh, who's this badass bitch? Or if girls like the dude that it is, then they'll be like, what song is that though?
Yeah, amen. Because I remember even on my timeline, you were flooding.
It was annoying to the point it wasn't. You feel me? It was so annoying.
But I was expecting
it. Was like, oh no, that's what he do.
Yeah. I was expecting, but you know what I saw also though? Is I started to see people from other cities and states and then other colors and all ages. And I was like, man, I remember talking with Brother Steve because Steve was like, man.
Shout out to my boy, Brother Steve.
He was like, he gone.
Day one.
Yeah, he was like, he gone. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that we could do was sit on the sidelines and see you working. And I remember one time I hit you up and I was like, man, I hit you via on Instagram and I was like, man, you going because I had posted something that you had posted up. But I just love watching your progress, man. And now what I do want to talk about, Greedo, man, is that just when things are like really going lovely, and there's more lovely that's coming, but now you hit a roadblock where you got to go do this time, and that time is real time.
Yeah.
Do you know what date you got to turn yourself in, or
June 27th?
Oh man.
Oh shit. Knowing that you a provider, Pops, and I know you went through all this, man, but this is my talking to you about it for the first time. When you get 20 years, already having did some time before, what does that feel like when you know, like, damn, they gave me 20?
They definitely didn't even, that was like at my second time being in court or something. And just how that state worked, they just kind of like just basically said just take that deal or get indicted and then fight the case from federal prison. Like you won't be able to leave this building unless you're going to jail or you take this deal that I doctored up for you. And I'm like, but hold on, I'm on bail. I paid the, but when that goes on, I'm so used to bad that that's kind of like my good or my normal,
Mm-hmm.
I know you can kind of remember when we was rocking, I was like, always in and out. A lot of people don't know that, or they think like, I don't know if they think that, but I don't know if people are aware that I kind of like live a big chunk of my life in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the first time I'll be in jail when I got some money and it's already free room and board. And shoot, God don't put me in no situation I can't handle. My daughter's gonna turn 13 this year. So if I even get the minimum, I won't see her till she's 18. Something going on. Not really sure what the cause of it is, but as of like the past few days, she don't want to talk to me or whatever. Or she ignoring my calls or whatever. Maybe it'd be her mom, but I don't want to just create that. You know what I'm saying? But I know that people shouldn't be so selfish that there's some type of game being played, and I can't see her 3 days before I go do that time. But whatever, it was a big uproar, and I had to go do all type of things to get my cousin to mediate, and finally got to talk to my daughter and told her how let down I was. You know, I paid like 15 bands to bail out when I got extradited to Texas, and I came home on Christmas
Day,
and shot that Out the Slums video with Draco. And right before that, I had come. She thought I was still in jail. She was so bummed because I missed so many Christmases. So this was like the first Christmas I could have with the big old check. So I popped up with, you know, the PS4, virtual reality, all the games. She thinking I'm in jail. I had all these stacks of gifts. She passed up the gifts and just was hugging me, wouldn't let go. So that was pretty dope. So it's like, damn, I've been coming through, doing everything I'm supposed to do. Not even just about financially, just, you know, hanging out. If you know, I have a big song that Richard Kid just got on the remix of called Fortnite. And I'm really talking about like a real day where I just had left from over there and was playing Fortnite. So it's really like dope to finally, I know you really, you know, we're regular personal friends outside of the media, they don't know, but you know, I was kind of having trouble trying to be with my daughter all the time, you know, back then. That was finally kind of cool for a while. But to get 20 years when that's going on, when it feel like I finally broke through with being with my daughter, and then it's like some type of something going on, no matter what it is, or even if it's a mistake I made or whatever it is, that feel worse than just like, you know, what's going on with the music. I always wanted to be mixtape Weezy, and I think that for the people that listen to my music or have something to say about me, they think that I'm mixtape Weezy now, you feel me? They don't treat me like I'm the guy that might do this, or, you know, they treat me like the new legend. The headlines be, you know, big boy stuff. So I'm cool, and I got a lot of music that's gonna come out. I actually got an album dropping tomorrow.
Before we get into that, dude, let me ask you, O3, how do you prepare for something like that from could be 6, 7 years to 20 years? You know what I'm saying? Especially you going to Texas, right? How do you prepare for that? Not on the social, not on the music side.
I wish I could ask somebody that, you know, but you can't. Pretty bummed out, you know. Got to do a lot of drugs, stay numb, stay awake, and just stay recording. So nobody really, I don't think people really know that I'm still a person, you know. Not even like my mom or cousins or close. I think they probably don't know more than the fans, you know. I seen people pop up to my shows and say it was a surprise for me. And I ain't see anyone pop up at court and say it was a surprise to me. I hear a lot of people asking me when the show is or what time or where the tickets is. But I ain't really heard nobody saying, how are you dealing with her, like you just said, how do you prepare? With it just being a couple days till I go. So I guess that kind of helped me. Like I said, my life been bad so long, that's kind of my good. So it just kind of helped me remember, like, shit, these people, you can't share a casket with anybody, you know.
Were you able to have that conversation with your daughter? Did she tell you why?
Today, but I told her that for us to be close friends outside of father and daughter, you let me down, but you hurt yourself. Your mama ain't gonna be without her dad or whoever's telling you to do that. Or if it's just something you going through with your hormones and you going through puberty and you just mad. And I told her, I was hoping that she wouldn't be one of those kids I seen grow up that they don't like their dad because he in jail. I would hope that you understand what's going on and know that I'm going to jail for trying to be here for you, and just being the person that I was with a street background, I didn't have that many options, you know? But I made it work and bailed out, and I was fighting 6 life sentences in the federal indictment. And I don't have that. I don't have to do federal time, and I'm a millionaire. And you know, I don't know. Sometimes you question yourself, like, well, just the relationship I got with God. Like, damn, I messed up somewhere. Like what I did when I did where this come back. Damn. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever want to live life feeling sorry for yourself because you're gonna be moping. You're gonna be real, like you're not gonna be motivated enough to carry on. And I gotta be a motivator now. I've been forced into this position where I'm like a Martin Luther King or a Malcolm X, you know, for my generation. Like literally, no cap, you know. Especially for people that struggle. That's why I think I could, like, people from every country are rocking with me, or skaters or whatever, because I'm being completely honest. My music is real absurd, but it's not like tough guy. It's just talking about the absurd things that go on. So I got to be a leader for so many people. I can't really let nothing crush me. But it's pretty annoying.
I can imagine. Well, you know, I can't. But you know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody that, you know, I mean, when I first talked to you at one point when you got it, you were just like, yeah, because I even hit you. I was like, man, is that real? You're just like, yeah. You know, and I seen you just continue to work and continue to do shows and continue to shoot videos.
Well,
like,
I'm not, unfortunately, like, you know, when I was one, my daddy died when he was 30. So I feel like in my mind, I don't know that many people that's 30 that are free or alive. So like 30 is like a complete life to where I'm from. So it was pretty hard for me. So I might have been a little behind. I might be like 24 in my head. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to jail in my prime, so I'm not allowed to live life. You feel me? I'm allowed to be like a spokesperson, but like, you know, I think like this would have been my life. You feel me? This would have been when I toured the world and became, you know, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll happen financially. Well, almost. Well, we know that. You feel me? My streams already doing good. You know what I'm saying? So streaming is really good. I'm probably the first rapper to go down with a big chunk of time with streaming going on. So financially and just through my popularity and the uproar in the media, I'm pretty good. But, you know, just physically, that's pretty weak.
What do you do now that keep 03 Greedo going while you're gone? While you're not on, possibly on Instagram and not on stage? And, you know, I'm pretty sure you recorded a lot of material because you say you just coming from the studio. But what do you do to make sure that people could continue to rock with you without being physically on turf?
I just got enough and they fiending for it. And then the type of albums that I got coming is just like, you have to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
How many do you think you
Because the collabs, when they hear the names, they were like, what? Oh, my, what? Oh, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? So we got to set up like which ones we're dropping when strategically, and then it's going to.
If you were to put a number on the albums, how many do you think you got recorded?
Like 21 now.
Damn. Greedo, I got to ask you.
What you going to ask me? Because I got a whole lot of crazy questions.
Yeah. You know what I do? I do got to ask you about Pac. We don't have to lay on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think I never said nothing about Pac, and they never asked me about Pac. They asked me about a prop. You know what I'm saying? A trick bag. They asked me about a media manipulator. They don't care what I care about Pac. They don't care about me or Pac. It's clickbait. So what I feel about Pac is he made great music, but I also feel like I'm a real representation of an authentic street person from California, and I refuse to try to live up to something that isn't originally or officially that. I don't have anything negative to say about anybody that's dead, so we're going to skip past this subject after this, but I believe I never said anything about Pac like
to be honest, he died when I was in elementary. I don't care even to say something like that. I really was annoyed that they was asking me about something that was from so many generations before.
Mm-hmm.
And after this was, and it's crazy because one of the people that was there from my label was here though, so she know they was really capping. And it was also like, oh, well, off the record. But I still was like, what really happened is they asked me about 6 different rappers, and at that point they're like, how do you feel about such and such, asking about such and such? And I said, why you keep on asking me about all these other BANs? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
This my, you know what I'm saying?
My time. This my interview.
I was on a press run, and I went to like 3 other interviews, and then they were like, man, you crazy, you and Pac. And I'm kind of like, huh?
Mm.
And then it was what it was. So me representing what I represent and being, you know, I don't really care if somebody mad at me doing anything in real life. So I'm like, damn, if I just take this on the chin and mark out, I'm going to look like the dude that had marked out, the other person that had went through this.
Mm.
But someone asked me another time, and also people that meet me, they know I'm kind of crazy. So they wait till they say something that triggers me too, the media people that be playing. You don't be playing, we regular friends, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from Watts, and I'm a Crip, and I'm from a card called the Hub and the Dub. And some individuals don't really like what happened with Pac and the Compton Crip.
Mm.
And maybe it may not be my personal opinion, or I may not even believe that's true, or whatever the case is. But just for my people and me being Jesus of my area, I can't not be realistic when people ask me about how I feel about Pac in the streets.
Mm.
When I'm a real official Crip.
Mm.
I don't regret anything, but I just wish that nobody ever asked me about something that had nothing to do with that. You know what's crazy is I didn't even really listen to West Coast music that much when I was young. It wasn't my sound thing. I was a beat head. You know, I'm a producer too.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it a lot of Virginia sound, Timbaland and Pharrell. And even though I didn't really like Missy Elliott's rapping that much, I would get all her CDs because she had Timbaland beats.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember back then, anybody who came out, like if somebody from Rough Riders came out, you looked in the back and all the CDs was coming out. You would listen because you wanted to hear I would listen because I wanted to hear the beats. So I mean, nobody brought up things that I grew up listening to, like Jay-Z Dynasty album, or like Rough Riders or Hot Boys. They brought up something like from my older brother's generation. So that's why, you feel me, got upset. But I think they kind of like giggled at me when I got upset because I get so worked out. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be doing dumbass. I used to be tripping. But I think people just manipulate people to do what they got to do to make sure it's bacon on the table, you know?
Mm-hmm. And just
so I did it too. Once I knew somebody was playing with me, I was like, shit,
all right.
Well, let me feed mine.
Okay. And that's what, because I was saying, like, at one point, it wasn't just misinterpretation or somebody put words in your mouth.
Right.
I was watching you.
Yes,
saying,
it was. Yes,
Dang.
it was.
Okay, it may started that way.
Yes.
03, but what I
So
saw.
if we gonna play a game, let's play a game.
Okay, I got
You
you.
were playing the game with them.
I got you. Do you believe any of it?
Believe what?
Well, fuck it, Greedo.
He's like, I said what I
Anything
said.
on that one? I won't leave it right there.
He said it. He explained it. So
You saw my album cover?
Nah.
the Wolf of Grapes.
Which?
No, God level.
I didn't see that one
Let me
yet.
show you. It's tight.
Do I want to see this, Greedo?
Yeah, it's tight.
Okay,
because
all right.
I'm trying to tell you.
It ain't me on there with like a gun in my mouth, is
I'm a
it?
loving person. I'd rather show love. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Is it-
because no,
on,
because even your love
Wait a
be
minute.
some other stuff too though.
No. I'm trying to tell you something, man.
Somebody pull this album cover up. I'm gonna look at it and then I'm gonna tell you what he mean by I'm trying to show love.
Right. I don't know if I trust him
Hey.
too much on that.
Okay.
You got it? Turn it around. Let me see it big on here.
Wow.
This is my debut. My first album, Wolf of Great Shit, was kind of like put together with like some classic hits to get people familiar. So this is like my debut album. All freestyles, 27 tracks.
Damn.
I got some production on there with the Never Been remix with Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh.
Risha Kid on Fortnite remix. We got another one with Young T.O. from SOBRB. Heavy.
He's laughing.
And while I'm here, 03, how are you and RJ now? Y'all did it.
I was with him not last night, but the night before when I was finishing my album with DJ Mustard. Summer in the Projects. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, if it's no bloodshed and you ain't losing no money and you actually made like, 5-6 figures off of something, what are you mad at?
Because at one point it just looked like
and we made history, and that was even though I think even after it for a while we were still like, man, you know what I'm saying? But when you just see how good things are doing and how our song All Foes is like one of the new tip drill type songs where people just can't stop it, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna get this money or is I gonna be mad?
Did you know when you were going so far in, did you have a game plan of like?
Oh yeah, I'm very strategic. My third album
like
after God Level is called First Name Unlimited, Second Name Strategic. So, that's like my biggest ad-lib. Unlimited, strategic. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm always up to something, you know what I'm saying? Everything I did was strategic. I created the RJ versus 03 challenge hashtag. I put his name first so that I knew that he would back it and he would feel like, oh, he shit. You know what I'm saying? And turned that into 2 shows. At first I was trying to tell them let's do 10 songs in the same room, but it didn't work out for whatever reason.
I saw that.
So I gave him 24 hours to respond. And I did 10 diss songs in one night. Then the next day I showed up to the studio with a cameraman and 2 suitcases, and they're like, what you doing? And I shot a video to all 10 songs with different designer on. And then the third day, I gave him 3 nights of hell. And then the third day I made 10 beats on Instagram and just freestyled like about them. And then we did 2 shows, made like 5 to 6 figures after all that uproar. Made history for the city, brought Bloods and Crips together
in the same room.
And it was just, it gave me a chance to kind of expose that I was a good actor and a comedian too. With the Buzzy the P character.
Oh man, yeah. With the accent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
They just hate me because I'm rich.
Excuse me, son.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, I really just want to, man, I want this time to go. And I know you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? And I want to continue to support you and see as you flood the streets as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I really enjoy seeing what you doing. Really enjoy. And I mean, even from any club spot that you was rocking all the way to, what you did in Oakland and how other people started looking at you. Just, I mean, because you touched turf.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like you made sure that you touched turf. You
I ain't
shot
gonna lie,
video.
I grew up down here and up north. My dad's father lived in Sacramento, so I always would go to Sacramento every summer. So I always been going to Oakland, Sacramento. I got, places to stay out there, all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm always up there, really. You know what I'm saying? And people didn't know that. And then, the media just play a game.
Greedo,
but I guess I heard this is the biggest thing. Well, D-Lo was pretty cool, and he wanted to shoot the video regardless. So people thought I wasn't going to go because what I heard was I couldn't go to Oakland. It's not nowhere I can't go. I mean, I don't walk around tough as hell, but I do walk around tough as hell, For real. Play with me if you want. Boy, I got 20 years.
Greedo, what about when you look now and you see a lot of rappers now, everybody gangster? Everybody glorifying.
No, I think it's pretty like regular now, like where they got everything. I think back in the days you had to have a macho exterior, and I got a lot of rap friends now, and some people they be doing some weird things in the media. I'm gonna say it's weird, and it's not something I would do because of what I represent for young males. Even though I'm not the typical superhero I really am, I may have been a alleged drug dealer or a gangbanger, but that was survival because of what was around, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm a millionaire and CEO, you know what I'm saying? So they be kind of gangster in person like regular people, like talking regular, having guns on them. Or I know people in the streets that don't make music, but they connected to artists and they like, man, yeah, when. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's there's fabrication to every artist because this is art. We cannot give y'all the regular us. We might go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta doctor it up where I don't give y'all everything that's making me sad. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna lose my mind on the stage singing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You know what?
You don't feel like
nothing that's physical is that real. You know?
Mm-hmm. You don't feel like there's a lot of extra banging though that's going on right now?
No, hell no. These niggas lame. These niggas be calling me when they come to the city asking me to get them a bodyguard or a gun, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't think so.
Like who?
All of
He gonna start something and leave it here.
No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding about people hitting me up for protection.
Oh, I can imagine.
I don't want to talk down on no rappers.
Nah, I hear you.
There's no rappers that are, on my bad side right now.
I know.
I want to lead this game and really, I'm big homie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody, to feel like I don't mess with them, or if anybody come out having some of my styles, I don't mind. I would never be like, oh, he trying to. No. I'm big homie of this right now. So.
Hey, Greedo, let me ask you this, man, and really answer this. Are you afraid of being forgotten while you're gone?
It's impossible.
I heard.
I really didn't want to do this, but bro, I got an album with Cardo Got Wings on the way. Album with Lil Uzi Vert on the way. Album with Hit Boy on the way. Album with Mustard on the way. I could keep going. And I got plenty solo albums. I got an album with Draco that changed the sound of Los Angeles. I got an album with my team, Draco's team, Stink Team, and an album with Shoreline Mafia, which is, we all together. We are all a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't play about that either. It's not like some fabricated put together. Like, no. We all used to be all in the studio together recording, and that's what this Drummer Stinky Beaches album is, or Drummer Stink Mafia, our other name, which is Drummer Gang Mine, Stink Team Draco's, and Shoreline Mafia all clicked up. And it changed the sound of California without being disrespectful. It's just showing people what's really been going on these past 15 years, instead of people signing us and making us put on khakis. And I ain't never had no lowrider or had the desire to buy one. I'm 30, and these people coming out 23 and younger. You think they care about that?
Trying to box you into that old West Coast sound.
Yeah, and nah, I'm not doing that.
Have you figured out a way how to keep in touch with your fans? Do you have that set in place?
You want to give me your passcode to your Instagram?
Yeah, give it to me. I'll handle it for you.
Give it to me.
Lil Wayne did the same thing. He figured a way.
I'm rich enough to have a phone on the yard, so I'll probably be on Instagram.
Do you want to say that before you go in?
they gonna be probably like looking for that anyway. I'll probably get in trouble a few times with the phone, but I'm
gonna catch him.
Gonna be on the ground.
What's the least time you can do, Greedo? Is it 7, 6, 7?
They really don't let you even know.
Yeah.
All righty, man. Well, it was a pleasure sitting with you, bro. And
No, but I want to tell you one thing.
oh,
though.
please do.
Thank you, man.
No.
Because before a lot of people did, you had me in these buildings. You helped doctor me up. You put me in the training camp with Brother Steve. You ain't never had to do that. You ain't never had to put money on my books when I was in prison in 2014. That's real regular person stuff. We would say another word if we wasn't on air, but that's real guy stuff. Real 100. You know what I'm saying? So I always mention you when people ask about my story, and I think that's tight because me and your story is unique. Most people say, oh, Big Boy broke my record. Or Big Boy, but most people say Big Boy broke my record, or Big Boy ran into me at this show and then we worked from there. No, you had some little dirty project kid, always in trouble, mouthing off, and you seen something. You made sure I latched on. I think I was the last person to even join that little squad. But
And the first one to go and blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think you owe me nothing?
I wish I would have just dropped the song. I had
1,000 songs back then. I'm like, brother, this that. They like, hey man, I'll get to it in a minute.
My pay me in pennies, man. Pay me in pennies.
Ooh, that could have took us to the top.
Oh man, yeah, dude.
But
how many songs do you think you recorded in your life?
In my life, well, I got signed in December, bailed out in January, and I know I got what. That's where those 18 albums come from, between that time period. Because I think that the stress had me keep going harder and more stories to tell. But I think I got maybe recorded songs. I say I got well over 4,000. It's probably much more. And I think every time I've went to jail, I wrote over 1,000 songs. I got ADHD, but I like information. I like to read. I like to watch things that I don't know about for a short period of time until I get bored.
Honesty. I like for a short period of time until I get bored.
Right. I like to see. You might be like in a hotel because hotel TV sucks when you going out of town. So you like, I want to watch this, I want to watch it. Then you might pass CNN. You might not even be super on the politics. But he said, what? You know what I'm saying? Now you watch it for 20 minutes. You like, what? You know what I'm saying? And then I might flip to National Geographic because I can't travel. Like I said, I won't be able to live life. I ain't never got to be outside the country except for like I drove to Mexico before when we was doing something. Hey. And, we went to go play soccer with the kids that was less fortunate and stuff when I was in this thing called Rites of Passage with Faithful Central Church, kind of like a little boot camp thing. Mm-hmm. So that was cool. But other than that, I can't leave. I've been on probation or parole most of my life. I'm not on it now, but now I gotta go, and then I'll be on it when I get out for so many years. So probably like after 45, I could probably, get to see them islands and stuff. But at that time, I ain't gonna be wanting to rip and run anyway and be trying to record no million songs. And I can just, a lot of people wish they could live a paradise life, you feel me? But they ain't put in the work. So it's just like, damn, you know what? I got to work overtime real quick is how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I got to just go put in some extra work. I don't know. I don't want to put an age on it or a year on it. But when I got a release date regardless.
Yeah.
I'm going to be rolling the dough.
Man. And just going from the hotels too, though, Greedo, you know what I'm saying? Going from great hotels to back to this, you know what I'm saying? But and you've always been a solid dude, man.
They kept on charging my card anyway. They said I'm smoking. They said something got broke. They said I picked up some liquor. I ain't worried about them hotels. I'm finna go where it's free room and board, and I'm saving my cash. I ain't worried about them. I got to experience it. It's like, I don't know. It's like some people are the type of person like they see a girl that they used to have, and they'll hit up the new dude like, hey, I used to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people like me, like, I may see a girl I used to have and she might be doing better, but I'm like, ha! Yes, I had that thing. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I might get up on her again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shoot, I experienced it already. I went to a lot of states. I just got off tour. For a project person, a lot of people ain't never been on a plane. Not even just a project person from any type of struggle. Mm-hmm. They ain't probably ever been on a plane. I know people that scared of elevators. Mm-hmm. I ain't tripping. I think that this is the world's so ignorant. This is gonna boost my streams anyway. I'm gonna hate doing the time, but the Free 03 movement is gonna push it.
What do you say to some of the younger rappers that's probably looking, or is there any advice to them?
Just believe in karma, believe in reality, and just live life where you righteous. Even if you want to trip on somebody and whoop their ass, do that shit when it's righteous. You better whoop their ass. Because if you don't, that's even going to mess up your energy. You got to be completely you 24/7, or your life won't work and you won't get these benefits like I did. I could have stayed in jail when I went to jail 2016. I bailed out 3 times. I went on the run twice. I'm a millionaire. I almost didn't even have money to bail out the first time. But it's because I'm being righteous. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of the people that took care of me. I'm cutting people off when they think that they could take advantage of me. I'm teaching a message in my music. I'm not with the glorifying the rah-rah. I just make some cool sounding stuff that's absurd, but it's real. It's just a minor setback for a real major comeback.
I heard that, man. Well, I wish you nothing but the best, man. 03 Greedo in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.